the FASB has made significant progress on the top priorities that were identified by our stakeholders in the 2021 Agenda Consultation. We are going to undertake a similar process to gather more information about the future of our standard setting. On January 3rd, 2025, we issued an invitation to comment asking stakeholders for feedback as to what we should be working on in the future to utilize our finite resources. Stakeholder feedback is critical to the process, providing us the insights we need to work the most effectively as we set the future standard. The projects are intended to provide better information to investors, to reduce cost and complexity, and also to otherwise maintain the codification consistent with the FASB's mission.
During the second half of 2024, we spoke with over 200 FASB stakeholders, including investors, preparers, practitioners, and academics. In most of those conversations, including those with investors, we heard that there is not a case to make major changes to GAP at this time. Many of the topics suggested by stakeholders included in the ITC would be targeted improvements to GAP.
So far, suggestions that we've heard have generally focused on either reducing unnecessary complexity or enhancing information provided to investors. The topics that we've heard for priority so far have generally fell within one of 8 broader areas. These areas include combination of entities, financial instruments, intangibles, other assets and liabilities, retirement and other employee benefits, income and expenses, presentation and disclosure of financial reporting information, as well as stakeholders have provided feedback about priorities related to current research agenda projects. As mentioned before, much of the feedback that we've heard have focused on making targeted improvements to GAP rather than broader changes. Stakeholders are asked to provide feedback by June 30th, 2025 to identify topics that they think should be top priority for the board going forward, including how the board should address those topics, such as potential solutions and the urgency of completing standard setting. Stakeholders are encouraged to provide feedback about topics that are either in the ITC or any other topics. The board will consider all feedback they've received before making decisions about potential changes to the agenda.
Hearing from our stakeholders and receiving robust feedback is fundamental to allow us to effectively create new standards. We encourage stakeholders to use this opportunity to provide their views to help shape the future standard setting agenda.